TC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, the heat is on and it's only going to get hotter. In fact, today we set a record maximum minimum, meaning our overnight low of 80 degrees. Was warmer than the record of 78 set back in 1996. So even though we didn't set daytime high records, we're setting overnight low records, and 80 degrees, that's just plain wrong this time of year. Hashtag too soon. So let's take a look at what's going on across the area this afternoon. Justin Terrell getting our weather shot. Nice breeze out there and some high level alto stratus, alto cumulus clouds out here, or just plain old cirrus clouds way up there though. Just a pretty day, but also on the hot side once again. So let's take a look at what's going on locally. We did have a few showers spark up earlier this afternoon across the area, but you can see it's a clean slate right now. There are those showers off to our east, a few showers off to the north, but things have quieted down. Tomorrow, rain chances no higher than about 10%. Big picture across the lower 48, same big upper level storm system producing rain and snow at elevation up through the Denver area as well. Then the severe weather, heavy rain threat across Tornado Alley, moderate risk eastern Kansas into Missouri this evening, and then that severe weather threat all the way through Pennsylvania into New Jersey. So all around a big subtropical ridge of high pressure that's been keeping it hot in the southeast and pretty hot close to home, but not as hot as it is off to the east and northeast. And you can see all these flood watches going right now, tornado watches as well, a couple of warnings going up across portions of Kansas into Missouri. And then what we're watching and most interested in is the water situation upstream and how much more water is going to be falling in these areas that are saturated, especially eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, where there's ongoing flooding right now. More water could get into the Red River Basin, so that turns into the Atchafalaya. Then more water here gets into the Arkansas, that gets into the Mississippi, and then you have more water on the Mississippi, more water on the Ohio. So the bottom line, all our projections for the future right now on this flood situation may certainly change, but this is what we know right now. Minor, moderate, or major flood stages plotted up here, red and purple, purple being major flood stages. You see that across Oklahoma. You see it over on the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge. Locally, the Atchafalaya River holding at about 20 feet this afternoon, and it's going to stay that way until June 2nd. Then it'll be interesting to see what it does. We do expect a rise with the bump coming down in the Mississippi, but the spillway is supposed to alleviate that to a degree. Now, the Atchafalaya River was rising in May of 2011. The floodgates were opened on the 14th, so it was at 19 feet then. Now, there was more water being released the last time around, and about 2 weeks later, it peaked a little bit over 23 feet. So I would expect at least a rise of a couple of feet. 1 to 3 feet is what the general thinking is right now. Question is, how high will it come up down toward Morgan City? Maybe a crest of about 10 feet in the third week of June. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Mississippi River right now, we see that bump coming as we get toward the end of the week, and then it goes flat. That is signifying that the spillway is open, but we don't know if it's going to stay flat, go up, or go down thereafter. So we'll just have to wait, watch, and see. Near term weather-wise, fair to partly cloudy skies through tomorrow morning. Another mostly sunny and hot day, but mixed with some fair weather cumulus clouds. We're going to keep rain chance at about 10% for tomorrow. You see all the storm action off to the north, and that's what we'll be watching down the road. That's all associated with a frontal boundary that'll be making a move with time. Our NAM model indicating perhaps a few pop-up showers, a little bit wetter here, but not giving us much more than about 10% to go with. And then this front sinks into Louisiana as we head into Thursday, Friday, so that's when we'll see a slightly better chance of afternoon showers and storms. And going into the weekend, an upper level ridge of high pressure is going to begin to build, and that's going to be pushing our temperatures well into the mid-90s for afternoon highs, with that ridge of high pressure making it feel like full-on summer for sure. Tonight, mid-70s, the low will go 76 in Lafayette. We'll go about 91 for the high tomorrow, upper 80s, lower 90s. At heat index between 95 and 98 tomorrow. Another warm and humid one tomorrow night, and even a little bit hotter as we head into Thursday with that heat index pushing closer to 100. So another summery evening, warm and humid for sure. A few clouds late. The normal low this time of year should be about 70, so well above that. And then tomorrow, 91 the high. 89 is our normal high, by the way, this time of year. Maybe a shower possible, but not likely. Nice southeast breeze. As we go down the road, these rain chances may be overdone, but we've got to be optimistic on something to take the edge off the heat, because after that, plenty of mid-90s for highs and heat indices pushing 105 to 108. So certainly looking like a full heat on the summer on the way. That spillway opens up Sunday, so at least no local rain worries to worry about. It's all about all the rains that are off to the north of us. And the real wild card is, when is that stormy season that is ongoing for the last 2 or 3 weeks? When is that going to end up there? Because that will dictate how much water will eventually come down the Mississippi and the other rivers as well.
All right, thanks, Rob.